All right, gang, just finished up turn 10, 9 June PM turn. So we're getting ready to go to 11 June, which means one more command point for the Commonwealth, which will be a blessing. All right, let's get up to date here. No changes in the airborne sector. Just couldn't put the points over there for either side because of the push that's going on to the west. Just rearranging here in the who is this? The third, the British Third Infantry is just rearranging. Keeping stacks back, not trying to get engaged or anything. Well, not that they can. All right, commandos, they sort of flip-flop with some of the 3rd Infantry Division units that were here. Canadians are starting to move forward. Still get that line of Panzer-Lehr sitting right there. So the next turn may change the outlook of this because, like I said, I can get one more activation or one more parent unit activated. So that'll start applying more pressure. The Germans get a very, very large amount of reinforcements coming up on this next turn. I got to check the Brits. The Brits got a few, or the Commonwealth got a few on this turn. Not a whole lot. I think they got a Hussar battalion and a mech battalion that were, I believe they were both independent. Yeah, they were. All right, so we started to move 50th ID up into this pocket here. It looks like that river is going to be where the fight is. So 12th SS and Lear, those units that I had over here in Con, they're all moving out here to the west. We'll have to see what those next batch of reinforcements, where they're going to end up at. Germans do not get any more additional command points on this next one. On the 12th of June, they do. On the 11th of June, they do. My bad. Okay, so like I say, 50 IDs moved up in there. The 50... Oh, come on. This other unit, 51st Infantry. One of them is the Highlanders, I think, and one's the Lowlanders or something like that. Somebody straighten me out on that one. All right, but so 51 is starting to move up in here. They're going to get in one of these gaps. The infantry is the only thing that can cross these rivers without a bridge. And it's painful, so you can see the SS starting to move down in here to protect these crossings. Plus the sweep around the right side over here by the 50th and a few independent units. Commando units, they can't attack, but they can still move and do their thing. So SS is moving over here, start cutting off some of these approaches. I don't know how much damage is going to be done if infantry gets across. And it's not like the Commonwealth has a ton. I mean, they have a lot of armor, but not a lot of really, really potent armor. Even though everything I read says that the Commonwealth forces, as far as armor goes, they were a match for the Germans. But I tell you what, between 21st Panzer, 12th SS, and Lear, I don't see it. Not when you look at the size of some of these SS units. All right, so they're sitting along the river here. They're going to try to shut off these bridge crossings here. I wonder why they don't name these rivers. Interesting. You would have thought they would have done that. Okay, so the front's starting to spread. They need a couple more units, cut off a couple more of those bridges down there, and they need to have some kind of reactionary force over here. So I'm going to have to see on this next turn what they get. There's quite a few stacks coming in. And I may have to move some of the infantry to these crossings over here that are coming in. And then pull the SS or Lear or both back to start building that reactionary force, that response force. Like a SWAT team, a D-Day SWAT team. Okay, so let's go back over here to the west end of the coast, west of Gold. So all 3 of these strong points went out of supply. Actually, that's a unit, an artillery unit right there, who fought off an attack. A couple of them surrendered or got destroyed by barrage. one right here in front of this guy. So they took that town there. These two guys up here, one took a loss from barrage. So they'll all they'll probably, next couple turns, they'll be gone. We won't have to worry about that anymore. And there's no entry hexes over here for any reinforcements. And I hadn't seen any special rules that said the Germans slid units in here. So you kind of got to wonder, though, if the other two maps were on here, they'd be over here where my chair and carpet are, my bookshelf is with this gap. If you were playing all of them, would you be able to pull this surge off, this little plunge into the German lines, and not have German troops coming in from your west and hitting you in the flank? That would be interesting to see. I could have set this up, long ways on my table here and set up 3 maps, but this has been a task on it as it is to play this. All right, so last quick review on turn 10. The coast will be cleared over here in the next couple game turns. Won't have to think about that anymore. And then the only coastal defenses will be down here to the east of Sword, that one unit that's left. And then these guys over here on the other side of the canal, where the airborne is, which, like I say, nothing's going on there. Who is this again? 3rd British Infantry, like I say, they're stationary right now. All the little commando units are. Canadian Infantry is stationary. Like I said, I got to figure out which, because I'm sure I'm going to activate. Well, I'll tell you, the next activation is liable to be the 3 infantry units that I have activated, and then maybe 7th Armored, because I shifted a lot of their armor over to here. Like I said, they don't have that much, but probably got 3 or 4 good stacks in here that can be used in there. It's the strongest units you got for offensive capability, besides the artillery, the yellow-coated artillery, which is, you got to wear that stuff out. So I tried to shift as much as I could over to here, to the west. The airstrikes, we were in heavy overcast this time, so we only got 3 airstrikes, but 2 of the 3 did damage to these coastal defenses up here. So it would be nice to get better weather. All right, so let's zoom back, take a bigger look at the front here. There you go. You can see the spread. Yeah, they're starting to circle around that right side over there, or the German left side. All right, well, let's see how this develops with, like I say, with an extra command point coming on and a lot of German reinforcements. All right, let's get this thing posted so y'all can see this. Hey, don't forget, give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe and hit that bell if you want to keep up to date when I post a new one. I'm trying my best to do a turn every day. The work week's getting ready to start up again. So there may be a night in there that I don't, but I will do my best, because so far so good, because I'm enjoying the daylights out of this. This is a very, very fun game to play. Okay, so if you got it, get it out. Play a 1-mapper or something. Somebody play one of the American maps and show me their outcome. That's what I'd like to see, because I doubt I will play the American maps here anytime soon. All right, let's get this up so y'all can see what's going on. Talk to you soon.